The Canadian Bro Show. All basketball from the Hoop Junkies, Pauly and ROWLEY. Welcome everybody to 2026 NBA Draft and everything else that's happened since the season finished when the New York Knickerbockers won their first championship in 53 years. And I was blessed to actually see their first two championships in 1971 and 73. Because there was nothing else on ABC in an old black and white television that we had. And thank God I found it, because here we are today. My partner in crime is to my right, and directly on your left is Mr. Trent ROWLEY. Trent, how you doing today? Welcome from St. Paul, Alberta.
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah, nice to have you back. Trent's been on a golf trip for the last few days. His dad's birthday. I understand the weather has not been behaving. Nobody wants to hear about it, but when it comes to golf, without good weather, we can't golf. But this show is all basketball from the Hoop Junkies, Pauly and ROWLEY. And this is our second season, and it is episode 59, week number 29, and season number 2. And this episode is about the ongoing draft. It's happening right now. The 2026 NBA draft, and of course all the major trades that have already started to unfold. And Trent, let's talk briefly about the NBA championship. And if there's one thing that you could say that after a few days of a week anyways of seeing what happened, are you surprised by anything at all that you witnessed in the complete domination of the Knickerbockers, literally destroying everybody on their road to the third championship, first in 53 years?
Well, first of all, 53 years. That's like we're having a 53-year dump of rain every 53 years this June right now. It's like ridiculous, but...
I know you're not feeling it, bro. I hear you.
I don't think it's fair to say dominated. I think the Spurs led every game. I think the Spurs really showed.
I'm talking the road to the NBA Finals. Their record was 16-4 or
on the
something.
way there, yes, but the Finals was pretty tightly played overall. I mean,
yeah, it was, depending on how the refs called it, of course.
I think the Finals showed that the one team in the Knicks had been building to this moment over the last few seasons of the trades and free agents and stuff that they signed. Yeah. And the Spurs are a young up-and-coming team that wasn't quite ready to get over the hump, and it showed in those games. I mean, you're relying on a second-year player. I know he's Rookie of the Year in Stephen Castle, and a rookie in Ron Harper Jr. and Wembanyama, who's only a third-year player. They're
the second youngest team in the NBA right now, or actually they're the youngest team in the NBA.
Yeah, they're going to be. I'd be amazed not to see them there in the next couple of years again. They just the talent. If they just to keep this talent right now under their rookie contracts, they've got a couple more years. Yeah. So, it was. I mean, the Knicks were the better. I think the Spurs have the better players, but the Knicks are the better team, and a better team's always going to win. OG Anunoby, I never liked that trade. Great, good for him. Always been a fan of that guy.
Yeah, me too.
Had a couple of years of being nicked up for the Raptors, but overall, he's always a solid contributor. Plays defense. Has really improved his shooting. Like he's pretty money from the corners. Like if he gets a chance from there.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he's a very sneaky athlete. He'll take the ball to the basket on 2-footed. And stop, and then jump 2-footed and dunk the ball. Like he's not trying to do a layup. Like he's way underrated athletically, no question in my mind. But good for him. I mean, again, the better team won. The Spurs, it's never guaranteed because of injuries and contracts. But I'd be very surprised that they're not in the finals in the next 2 or 3 seasons again, with a chance to win it with a couple different people. I think De'Aaron Fox played his way out of San Antonio in the finals.
Well, you said actually, we talked about this before, but you said that because he's under contract, to move him after his poor performance, and he's 38 million is a bit more of a challenge. But I think there's a lot of teams in the NBA that would just roll the dice anyways. Because, I mean, then who's better? I mean, he's in the top 10 point guards in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he had a rough go of it, but no, the better team won. Good on New York. At the end of the day, it's nice to see. I've always rooted for teams to a certain extent in the NBA and other sports. I have the teams I cheer for, but overall, when I see a new team in the final of sports that I don't cheer for, I a lot of times cheer for that team because I think of fan bases, right? I think of some of these cities like the Nuggets winning. I was so happy for the Nuggets fans to win because
Yeah, me too.
that was a franchise that was always decent. It never really tanked that I can
Yeah.
recall, but just could never have had the players to get to that point. And then all of a sudden they win. They hit the jackpot in Jokic, and they build a team around him, and they win a title. I was happy for Denver. And I'd honestly, I feel bad for them, but I would actually be glad to see if Utah could win one, just because their fan base is still there, right? And they've tanked.
But they actually tanked so well that it benefited them. We'll talk about the draft later tonight.
Yeah,
They went from one of the worst teams in the NBA last year to the new year, and we'll do a New Year season thing. But I think Utah is going to be a team in the West that you have to look over your shoulder and think, holy crap, these guys are deep now.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate that. And is there anybody from the Knicks? I know you're not a big Knicks fan, but is there anybody that surprised you in this run? And when they were 16-4, I believe, out of the last 20 games in the postseason, playing so dominating, is there anyone that surprised you?
I won't say surprised because I've seen him do this before.
Right.
But he got on a heater at the right time, and he showed that he's a very good player coming off the bench. Is Shamet from the Knicks.
Yeah.
He was a good player. He's had a couple moments in the NBA before as being a consistent three-point shooter and just a good player, plays hard. Yeah. And he had a really good, like I said, he had a heater at the right time. He just went off in the playoffs. He was like the number one three-point shooter. I mean, he was at over 55% at one time.
Well, I mean, in the postseason, I think he actually led the NBA in three-point percent shootage, and he got absolutely hot.
So
and that's what the Knicks did, I think, and that's a really good point, Trent, because I think the Knicks really improved their backcourt without depleting it and deleting players. And in the players that they needed to bring together and watching them together, the Villanova connection, once again, kudos to those guys and the way they play. And obviously, being a Knicks fan, the one thing I would say is what Brunson did was in the first 8-10 years of his career till now is proved that Mark Cuban not only screwed up once on one of the most underrated point guards in NBA history with Steve Nash, but did it again with Brunson and got rid of both of them because he just didn't think they were good enough to be paid what they are. And hence, look at history. Steve Nash.
He did win a title without Steve, though. So, I mean.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to bring that up when you brought up your comments.
An older Jason Kidd was a pretty good replacement.
Yeah, I mean, it was so wonderful to see them squeak that one out.
Just for Dirk, man.
And for sure, absolutely, and it was sad that Cuban didn't pay Nash and keep him because they might have won another one.
Yeah, I agree.
But
think about it. They drafted both Luka Doncic and Brunson.
Yeah,
and all they have to show for that now is Max Christie and a couple draft picks.
Yeah, and you know how much Max Christie's getting paid for not playing on the Lakers? He's at $20 million, so he's going to be traded.
There's a reason the GM that was there is no longer there. So I mean,
well, the Lakers GM has made quite a few mistakes as well. But yeah, you're right. That whole team's been changed, and the new coach coming on is going to be really interesting. I think it's a tough place to be, but he seems really pumped watching him in the 2026 NBA draft. And he's got a lot of energy. He's very young, and it'll be interesting to see. And of course, with the Spurs, we watched the Spurs, and at the end of the series and going into the last two rounds, it was really increasingly obvious that the Spurs had a lot of work that they needed to do on the holes that they have currently in their roster. Is there one thing that stood out to you that they need more than anything else, or is there maybe there's a few things they need to do?
I think they definitely they need to improve their outside shooting percentage. They're very hot and cold. Both Castle and Harper Jr. can shoot it. Their strokes are nice or decent.
Yeah.
But again, hopefully that's something that they work on. And I think they could really use. I like Kelton Johnson. He was good off the bench. Obviously, 1-6 man. Julian Champagne's a nice player. Mm-hmm. But it's like they need another guy in there that can rebound the ball consistently, because you can't just rely on. I think Luke Cornett's a great backup. Like, what a great pickup that was.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
But they need a legit, like, big forward to take some rebounding load off, because they did get beat. Like, when Karl Anthony Towns decided he wanted to get a board, he was getting boards. They need another body, a bigger body that's playing in the starting lineup, is what I think. And they just got to shoot the ball better.
Yeah, it was really quite obvious, and of course, Fox not showing up as their starting point guard is very challenging, because the two rookies, or kind of rookies, both very talented, both athletic, both really incredible NBA players, but they made a lot of their turnovers and mistakes and shooting. They can't shoot the three, but and Wemby actually showed how people can get under his thin skin.
Yep.
Very young in his life. They went physical with him. They seriously hooked him, tripped him, anything they could do. And the refs, I couldn't believe. I don't want to get into the refereeing and in the playoffs, because towards the very end, certainly the last series, we didn't see some of the familiar names that we saw throughout the playoffs that really just ruined the playoffs. And Trent would often just tell me before the week started, he'd look at the schedule and see who the refs were, and he'd be like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, we have this guy, and this guy. I'm not going to name their names. Everybody knows. Anybody that knows hoops, like the Hoop Junkies, Pauly and ROWLEY, knows who we're talking about. I'm not going to say it.
Tony Brothers.
Oh my God. I mean, we could go on, but again, this is about positivity, and the better team won, and San Antonio is going to be a team to reckon with in the next decade, and they can build towards it. And the Knicks, they got their window. It depends what Dolan does with their, but I think if he spends the money and keep them all together, I think that's the best decision. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
congrats to Jalen Brunson on breaking the stigma that the Knicks probably couldn't win with their star player being a small player, right? So congrats to him, because it's a new league.
Yeah,
I agree that, in the 80s and maybe 90s, having a point guard like that, having your best player, he would have got beat up. It was just the way the game was played. The game is different now.
Yeah.
You can put role players around that guy. He's just a really good player. It doesn't matter what his size is. And so good on him, because there's lots of people who said it. I even said it at times, saying it's going to be tough to win when that guy is the guy you have to rely on, a small player. So congrats to him. He deserves all the love that he's getting, right?
I do appreciate that, and I agree with you 100%. And by the way, Brunson is the only player in the NBA in fantasy basketball, specifically because I drafted him on my 8 teams. I think I had him on 4. And I couldn't believe he was still available. He wasn't just, nobody gives the guy credit. Well, that's going to change a lot. But what he did in that final game with 45 in front of the world was truly remarkable. And I all the kudos to him. In fantasy, he was not even in the top 50 players in the NBA in the early part of last season. And by the end of the season, he was, in my opinion, he's a top 5 point guard in the NBA right now, perhaps top 3. And everybody's saying the same thing, because what he did is a lot of people just did not believe that man could do it. And it was inspirational, it was fantastic. But let's get down, Trent, if we can, to the 2026 NBA draft. Trent and I decided to film a little later today. Trent's probably 8:30 Mountain Time. I'm 7:35 in Kelowna, and I only saw the first 13, 14 players, but that's all you really need to know, although there's probably going to be some really intriguing picks. as that goes into its second round in the next hour. You're watching it right now, but is there any surprises for you with the NBA draft, first overall?
No, I think he's the best player. I think that guy's, I mean, he's a beast. I think
AJ Bazunza, it's
Utah is basically drafting the same type of player they had last when they drafted Ace Bailey. This guy didn't even want to go work out. He was like, I should be the number one pick. This guy has just so many red flags, but he's such a talent.
Which guy you talk about? Number one overall, AJ?
Oh, Darian Peterson, the guy who went second. He thinks he was going to be first.
Oh, I was talking about AJ. I was just talking about the first pick.
AJ's unbelievable. 6'9". The kid's going to grow into his body.
Yeah, seems like a good kid too.
Good match with Trey Young.
I think it's a good match. And didn't they just give Trey Young like $220 million?
212, I think. 212 over 4 years.
And you think they're going to sign the Brow as well?
I don't know, but $50 million a year is ridiculous.
Totally ridiculous. But he was a 2010 guy, the only guy in the NBA. So I guess that's how you look at the precedent. There's no other 2010 guy in the NBA, and that used to be commonplace for decades in the NBA.
Yeah, in the top 10 that I looked at, I think OKC. Picking up Mara from Michigan, the center.
Wow, huge pick. Huge pick.
You know what? Again, no issues with skills, but Chet Holmgren really got exposed by the Spurs, and he either needs to hit the gym. I don't know if he can get bigger and stronger. He needs to get stronger.
He needs to hit the weight room, bro.
He needs to have a more. If you're considered one of the better players in the league, an all-star, you can't be taking 2 shots in a game. Like, you have to make yourself available. You need to play harder.
He flamed out at the most important game of the season, and that's going to hurt him. But I think OK is the type of franchise.
So of course OKC.
OKC is the type of franchise where they're not going to do anything. They're not going to fire the coach. They're not going to trade Chet. They're going to keep the whole thing and build it stronger because they've got 13 more picks.
So,
right?
I mean, and then they pick up 17th. Oklahoma City picks up a Corey kid from Stanford, the guard. He's a really underrated player.
Oh, he's tough.
OKC just knocking it out of the park constantly. But I mean, the one pick that I thought was a little late, and again, you can throw this part of the trade in there too, is Miami getting Nate Emmett from Tennessee.
Wow.
I think that's a steal in the draft at that
my
pick.
God. That
That
deal must have been done before the pick because they knew that.
Oh, for sure. No question.
And that's why they traded Kalel.
Yeah.
So they but they kept Novich.
Yeah, this kid is 6'10", legit 6'10". He's going to put on some muscle. He's going to grow into his body.
Everybody's raving about him.
The last 6 years or 6 games of the season last year, he averaged, I think it was over 20, but he was shooting over 40% from the 3. Right. So it's another guy once he realizes the game's a bit more physical, and we'll see if he's willing to, take that on. And if he is, I think he could be the steal of the draft at 11.
What his size is? Like, they got him listed at 6'9.5" at 251. So, I mean, seriously, that's a man-child right there.
Sorry, he's picked 13th overall. I think
right. But, I mean, I'm talking about he's 251 at 6'9.5". Like, and he's got a huge vertical, and everyone says he's beast mode. So, I think Milwaukee did really good on the trade, and I think Miami is a better team on this trade. But they only have, the thing about Miami, they got $17 million left because they're in the second apron. And they got to pick up 5 players.
Yeah.
So it's going to be veteran minimum time.
And I think Dallas picked the right Michigan guy. They picked Morris Jr., and he's potential through the roof, that guy.
Yeah, listen.
He didn't shoot threes, but that guy inside
I agree.
The foul line down, wow, what a beast.
But you know why? What's happening is because the 3 centers that they have, all 3 of them injured for the most part of the entire year. Gafford's going to the Lakers or someone else. And the big 7'1" Balsa Wood, is an injury waiting to happen. Only played 38 games. They're trying to stack that up, and have some depth behind them. And I think trading, as much as Kidd is an NBA, he's in the NBA Hall of Fame and an NBA championship and one of the best point guards in the history of the game. I just think his time was done. And it's going to be interesting to see how this new Dallas team, because they have a lot of talent. So it'll be really interesting to see how the new GM and new coach. And
the one surprise pick, I like him as a player, Landlord from Michigan, another Michigan guy.
Huge fan, yeah.
So Golden State picked him. That's where I thought would have been just the way the style that they like to play.
Yeah.
I thought that was a perfect fit for Nathan Mann.
Absolutely perfect. He's 6'9". He's the perfect person. He's cerebral. You don't have to run a play for him.
Yeah, he can play inside and out. He's a big
kid. Well, they needed him. They needed the height too. They're really
Sacramento. As you said last year, they had all forwards. They actually drafted a guard, the kid from
Kim Jr.
From
Acorn. He's a scoring machine. I mean, that was a great pickup.
So let's see how he does in the NBA. But
well, I think he's going to do really well. What he did in his rookie year at NC, I mean, it's one and done if you're a first rounder in NIL these days and NCAA Division I. And the other part of NIL is you've got guys that have been playing in Europe for 3 or 4 years and realize they can make more money in NIL and go back and use some of their eligibility to get a master's or a PhD, or don't even bother and just get paid $3 or $4 million a season for the next 2-3 seasons.
Then the Raptors, they disappoint as usual by picking Alan Graves from Santa Clara. So
yeah, a lot of people are high on him.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm very disappointed. Yeah. I think the Raptors, I think they can scoop the gunner that they let go. I mean, you have to understand he's bow-legged at 6'3" and 5'8" or whatever. And Miami can't afford to keep him because they've got to replace 5 roster spots.
It'd be great to see you got Pauly back in Toronto.
I would love to see that, Trent. I think I mentioned that to you earlier today.
Maybe finish his career.
Yeah, that would be great. And he could go off, and that's what they need. Their backcourt is terrible. I mean, starting and on the bench. Sorry, I'm not a big fan. Never have been.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that obviously you just mentioned the trade with how Miami picked. I was really hoping that Toronto was trying to put something together to get Khalil Ware. I think that would have been a great pickup for them.
Yeah, they didn't do sweet F all, eh?
You never know, but he's going to be a Milwaukee Buck now. And if anybody doesn't know, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, he is now a Miami Heat.
And by the way, I did text you before we did the show. We were joking about it in a phone call on a pre-show, and we were both joking. Oh, now that he's gone, the two brothers, the two younger brothers, they're going to be waived. Boom! 20 minutes later, both of them waived after the trade was cleared, because you look at who they picked up and who they have that's played really well in the last quarter of last year. Milwaukee's going to be a way better team. They did really well in the trade, I think.
And I like the East even. I'm with you. I think that was for an aging player. He's
injury prone.
He's been in a long time. The league a long time. So
he's 31.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got 4 or 5, maybe 4 more peak kind of seasons that he's going to as he gets older.
Before he goes back to Greece and buys Panathinaikos.
Who knows? But I mean, I think it's a great trade for both teams. The fact that, who Miami picked in the draft, and being able to keep Jovic, not trading that guy that he hasn't really gotten a chance to play. So he's
always injured, bro. But he's 6'10".
Yeah, but he'll be Khalil Ware next year. You watch, he'll get 5 minutes one game and 20 minutes the next. So
it's Spo, man. It's Spo.
Yeah, and then but I like Atlanta too in the East now. They're picking Flemings from Houston. Tough players that come from there. And then they just picked Zubi Ejiofor, the kid from St. John's. He's 6'9", 245. Kid's a beast.
Nice.
So really nice picks for Atlanta.
And Fleming's sister actually got drafted in the WNBA as well.
Yeah, and the Knicks are on the clock right now, the Chavs. So,
are they? Okay.
Yeah. So,
are we in the second round right now, or still the first?
We're still in the first round.
Okay. What pick are we at? Do you know?
24.
Oh, right. 40 what?
24.
Oh, 24. Okay, so there's only
And then there's, again, so that's a big
7 more
trade.
picks in the first round.
I think the Celtics are going to, because everybody knew that the Celtics put Jaylen Brown out there to trade for Giannis. I mean, he's not going to stay there. No. So I'm kind of curious where he's going to go.
I heard Portland, rumblings about Portland.
Well, Portland's got lots of young players. I mean, that'd be a good place for him to go, I guess. But and it's the West Coast. He played at Cal, right? So he's a West Coast guy. He's from there, I believe. So
yeah,
he's going to be traded. There's rumors that Hachimura maybe don't connect in some type of trade for Miles Turner in Milwaukee, because they were trying to make. I think the Boston deal was like 3 or 4 team trade. Like they had the Lakers involved, and Miles Turner was going to go to the Lakers. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of guys in there, right? So yeah. But I think it's a good trade for both teams. I mean, it leaves Miami with not a lot of money for any bench. Like it's pretty, Gabe.
Like I say, they got 17 mil left, so they're going to have to be very creative.
Yeah.
Or use the 2-way and 10 days. And then by the trade deadlines, pick up scrubs that are dropped off and waived.
There'll be a fun team to have players that are in fantasy next year, I'm sure. Trying to figure out who's going to be there.
Oh my God, let's just try to enjoy the NBA draft today, man. I'm not even thinking about it too much. I got to get through summer league first.
Yeah, and Philadelphia had a nice pick. I don't know if they need another player like this, but they got. Labor on Phil Jr. from Alabama, 6'4" forward.
Everybody screams about this kid.
Pretty slight. He's a pretty slight guy, but he's super fast. He's he's basically Tyronn Maxey, honestly, a little bit bigger, but right in that same size zone. So not sure about that pick for them, but again, there's only so many people available that.
Yeah.
I mean, Ejiofor from St. John's would have been a perfect fit in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because let's be honest, Big Africa, the process ended a few years ago. So, I mean, let's just move on. I mean, he's never.
Man, you could shed, if you get rid of both of Paul and Big Africa, that's $500 million off your books.
It's just, I feel, the guy had such potential. I mean, obviously his body just failed him. But so talented, like such a talented player. But it's too bad.
I think that train has left the station, bro, and they're in trouble. They got to figure it out, and who's gonna take those two guys on? That's the thing. And honestly, you think about what OKC did with the Paul George trade. Honestly, that could be the worst trade in the history of the NBA in the modern age.
Yeah. Well, then there's rumors of, I know the Lakers supposedly are either after Miles Turner or Kessler from Utah. And supposedly Kessler's having contract issues in Utah right now. So
they have too many bigs. They have too many bigs.
Yeah.
Danny's going to leverage him out. But the thing is, what can the Lakers pay for it? If the Lakers can get Kessler, I like that move a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do.
Be a good pickup for him for sure.
Yeah, but the guy's never played more than 50 games in a season, so I think that's a huge problem as well. I mean, seriously, what does a guy do? Raise your arms, run up and down the court, and Luke is just going to throw lobs to you all game, and you're going to get offensive rebounds that nobody else can get, and stay healthy. But, I mean, that's what the Lakers need. The Lakers need wing depth. I could talk about the Lakers because, know, aside from being a Knicks fan, I'm also a Lakers fan, and I'm not just a fanboy, as like Trent likes to call me. I actually like a lot of teams in the NBA because I'm a hoop junkie, and I have top 5 or 7 in the Western and top 5 in the Eastern, and I've always been that way.
Knicks just picked Cameron Carter from Baylor.
Yeah, the Baylor kids are pretty solid, eh?
He's already been traded to the LA Lakers.
Oh, I don't even know anything about that kid, but
yeah, he's 6'5", 175, so tall, skinny kid.
Did the Lakers pick up that big 6'11" monster that they won?
He can shoot it from deep.
What pick was that in the Lakers?
What's that?
What pick was the Lakers? 25?
The Lakers are next pick right now.
Okay, so I think they're going to go for this big 6'11" monster I was telling you about. Kid's a beast. He's like 260, 6'11". He's got big dreads, big black dude, good kid. He's just got high motor. He's long, athletic, and he just doesn't give up. They love him. I think that's going to be him. Can't remember his name, though.
Okay.
You know the guy I'm talking about? It
No,
should
I
be on
don't.
the board if you're watching. It should be on the board on like the next best.
Big black guy. I don't know.
6'11", 265. Can
There's a lot
jump
of
through
big
the
black
roof.
guys in the draft.
No, I just can't remember the dude's name, but they
you
were
think
talking
of-
about it.
What do you think of Cameron Boozer being picked by the Grizzlies?
Yeah, terrible. I
Yeah.
really feel for him. I honestly, I felt that he would have been better at Utah or Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Memphis, honestly, who knows what they're doing, bro? They're one of the worst franchises in the NBA right now. Maybe the worst.
There's already these trades already happening. So
I know, it's going to be crazy, man. That's why.
Brendan Sturts, who was drafted by the Grizzlies, 16,
Yeah.
he got traded to OKC. And then OKC traded Corey. This was actually a nice pickup to Detroit via Memphis. Yeah, like there's, yeah. I mean, it's already being some trades already happening. So
Yeah, I mean, Trent. That's why Trent and I wanted to do the show at this time because one, we haven't done a show in 10 days or whatever, and two, we wanted to wait till the NBA draft was on its way, and it's going to be a slaughter. This is not finished.
there's so many. Yeah,
Are you still in the first round right now, Trent?
yeah. 25th pick is the Lakers right now on the
Right.
clock. So
Watch this big center, 6'11" kid.
that's something that where Detroit was lacking is maybe Cade can be the off guard instead of handling all the ball responsibility.
Absolutely.
This kid up from Stanford through OKC, it might be a really nice little steal by Detroit to get him.
I would suggest getting another combo point guard, 1 and 2 as well, taller.
I know he's only 6'2", but if you
I know
watch
you
him in
want to
college,
get that 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" combo.
he could play. So, and then I mean, obviously OKC already traded Wiggins. So
Yeah, Aaron Wiggins,
yeah, where'd they trade him to? Where'd he go?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. See, Atlanta making moves, man. Like,
Yeah, well, they needed wing depth as well, right?
yeah,
And they still need a point guard, in my opinion.
yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Dylan Johnson. Yeah.
Has the Lakers picked yet? Because I'm telling you, this big kid, wait till you see him.
No, they haven't picked yet. There's 104 left. They probably have decided who they're picking, but they have to wait till the clock runs all the way down.
No, I mean, if you're watching it, it's, I appreciate them pulling on the coat strings of all these young kids are millionaires and they're all crying with their mums, and it's beautiful. But I mean, it's just a little contrived for me. 18, 19, 20-year-old millionaires crying with their mom. It's beautiful. Okay, I get it. But I mean, you look at, I just look at a lot of the fathers, and it's just nice to see that these fathers are still stuck it out with these kids, right? It's always the woman that keeps it together, right? But in the NBA, it's always the woman that keeps it together, and if it's the father that the woman tolerates, is lucky to be there because it's easy street. You know what I'm saying? So there's always that as well. I'm not reading too deep into it. Trent and I have been watching basketball for over 5 decades. Trent over four decades, and we've been talking about it for the better part of 4 decades. Trust me. And to be able to have this venue and talk about hoops and basketball is, for us, it's awesome. It's a great hobby. We really enjoy it here at the Canadian Bro Show podcast. And, to be able to go 59 episodes in week 29 in the second season of all basketball from the Hoop Junkies, Pauly and ROWLEY, we're really happy about the growth, and things are looking better. The numbers are growing. And, at the end of the day, we're still got the draft going. So the second round's going to be interesting. There's going to be a ton of trades tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors of Kawhi being out there to be traded because he's only got a year left, and
That's right.
If he's not, if they're going to sign him to
He's
a bigger deal,
he's 36 now, so
leave it a minute. You watch Pat Riley figure something out to bring Kawhi there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Sign him to a 1 year, a 1-and-1, maybe.
Can you imagine?
Give him $30 million for one, and then do a team option for the second year.
You get Kawhi with Giannis and Bam.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah, that would be fun. I would like to see that, but
they'll probably have to give up Wiggins.
they need some point guards because they just gave away two of their best point guards.
Well, they gave away their best 3-point shooter, right, in Hero.
Well, they gave away their best three playmakers with Jaquez as well. Jaquez was the leading assist guy, and because none of their backcourt guys, except the guy who I'm not a big fan of, used to play with the Raptors, can't shoot. I just don't think he's a starting NBA guard. But I mean, thank God the Bucks have it. Now I'm a new Bucks fan. I just really like the potential of what they could do. Where they're located in the NBA and the conference they're in.
Yep.
And go from a really average team that has expectations of trying to get back to the NBA championship, and now they've lost their main guy and his two brothers, thank God, because they were just sitting on the bench, just collecting paychecks, not doing anything. Right?
Hopefully, Rollins came out as a rookie last year and played pretty solid for them as a guard.
He played great.
Point guard. And then if you have Hero at the 2, if they keep Miles Turner, they picked up, Jaquez Jr., the other big kid that played in Illinois, Giannis, I can't remember his full name, but him in the trade,
And the kid we were talking about that played the last 25 games of the season, the 6'9" kid, coming from Memphis, Guzman Dieng, he played unbelievable.
Dieng played really well, yes. So
and to be able to get Jaskabadis, the Serbian point guard, is huge. Now they have a backcourt, they have wing depth, they have 3-point shooting, and they've got some big guys down low.
Yep.
And they got rid of their crappy coach. Get him out. He retired in the NBA. Great career.
Ooh, the Lakers.
Oh, here we go.
They went overseas here. They went to 6'7", 175 player from Spain, Sergio Delaria.
Oh my God, I can't believe they did that. They needed a big, bro. What are they doing? They kept on telling everyone who they were going after, and they pick up a skinny guard that's probably not even ready to have rotation.
Yeah, 6'5", 175.
Well, he's got good height. So they're thinking that maybe Reeves,
capable shooter. He has skills of size. I'm just looking at his bio type thing. What they have.
Nobody knows about him except them, and they think they got to steal. I don't know.
Weaknesses. He isn't the quickest or strongest.
Oh God, man! What are you doing?
Some of the ways he can create his own shot and press.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a great athletic advantage defensively.
Oh my God, he'll get eaten alive. He won't be able to stop anybody.
Well, just a second. They traded him to the Knicks. Jeez. He gone.
And the Knicks got 6 guards on the roster.
No, the Knicks traded Carr to the Lakers, and
who?
Obviously for Delaria from Spain, I guess. So
who they trade?
They traded the Carr kid that they drafted from Baylor.
No way.
Knicks. They traded him to the Lakers for this Sergio Delaria, 6'5" kid.
Wow, that's weird. Okay.
And then the Nuggets are on the clock. So.
Yeah. Well, what do the Nuggets need? They need a big. They need bigs in the rotation.
I think they need a lot. The Nuggets. They were very.
They need a point guard. They need wing.
Again, I think they're another team that needs another shooter, and they need another guy to help on the boards. Aaron Gordon doesn't really want to rebound anymore.
It's his hammy. Just retire.
He's banged for a long while. He doesn't.
No, he had 6 hamstring injuries last season alone. 6.
Him and Jalen Williams.
Oh my God! I mean, seriously, no. I mean, but 6. Jalen had 3, but he actually had 2 on one leg and 1 on the other. Where
he's become a 3-point shooter, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
they need a big. They need a big. They need someone that can. It's a 3-point, like a Kelal Ware type of big. Someone that can shoot the 3 and block shots and rebound to help out Joker, man.
Yeah. So, So I mean, it's he just. I mean, I like how Aaron Gordon showed that he worked on his game. I mean,
Yeah, and he became a 3-point shooter, but
he lost weight. He got
yeah.
he got leaner.
Do you know he has his own compound, right? Where he has his own
Dude,
athletic compound, his gyms, everything.
I know. I've seen it in pictures of it.
It's incredible.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, and he has this really good family dynamic. And kind of like you know, when you have some people have a good family dynamic, it's really, it's rare, it's refreshing to see, and not having a great family dynamic, although my family's quite small, I've always been sort of, you know, looking at other people in my life and thinking, oh wow, what would it be if there was, if I had some nepotism, or if I had a large family, or a wealthy family, or a family that at least could help me out nepotism wise, where I could get a trade and early start making money, and, you know, live in a place that's affordable like Alberta. Unfortunately, the weather, just my wife, she just couldn't do it. She just said, no, man, I just can't do it.
Cool.
And she rarely comes to Kelowna. She likes Vancouver. The first time we arrived in Vancouver, I showed it to her, and she went, not impressed. I was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble, bro. After all this, she doesn't like Vancouver. You got to be deaf, dumb, and blind, for the most part, not to love Vancouver. But it's a boring city. Okay, fair enough. It's not the most fun city in the world, but my God, who needs fun when you can get on the seawall 30 kilometers every day? I don't need anything else.
So the other news in the league today is that the owner of the NHL Golden Knights in Las Vegas is looking to have a NBA team in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I knew about that. That I knew. Yeah. That's been going on behind the scenes for quite some time.
Yeah, so
the NBA's already picked him, eh?
Yeah, so he's going to fill that. You know, have another tenant in that arena, right? So
yeah, no, that makes sense. And they knew that. That's, you know, they're going there. They're going to Seattle. So we know it's Seattle. We know it's Vegas, and then the third team. I don't know. Have you heard anything else? I hope it's not another small market team. I think Canada needs another franchise.
See Vancouver back with the right ownership, but
I think with Seattle there, I think Vancouver's the best fit on the Pacific West Coast, Northwest Coast, and I think Montreal is a good fit for the East.
Yeah.
Because it's a major European metropolitan city. It's the fourth largest in Canada, and there's a lot of money there.
Yeah, no, agreed.
So it'll be interesting to see. I mean,
I'd like to see Vancouver for sure.
I think Vancouver deserves it. I think we got robbed, but Seattle's got to be there first, and Seattle probably is not. We're talking about Seattle and Vegas not for at least another 2 years.
They're going to Vegas will be probably like FanDuel Stadium or something like that. They'll probably get sponsored by some gambling firm.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, eh? You just look at the NBA this year, right?
It's to watch pre-games and commercials, and it's just everywhere. And then you wonder why they're busting kids for gambling, or even guys who've been drafted and playing.
No, but Trent, remember to gamble responsibly, please.
It's nuts, man.
It totally is. But you're not a gambler, and neither am I.
I go in pools and stuff like that. Like,
do you?
But I have control of it because I know what I'm picking and stuff. It's not like it's just a random throw some money at it. You know.
Yeah, I don't, because my wife and I, we just there's one thing we hate more than anything else, and that is wasting or losing money.
Yeah, well.
Or being taken advantage of. I mean, come on. You know, it's at the end of the day. But, I mean, what a great episode. Trent, do you want to wrap everything up today? Is there anything else you'd like to share with the draft?
Good for him to share the Denver pick, and we can end the episode on Denver's pick.
The what pick, sorry?
Denver.
Oh, it's still waiting for that. What is it, 5 minutes between each pick?
Yeah, its pick is in. They're just waiting on...
let's wait for the Denver trade. What is it, pick 20...
Just waiting on Nosferatu there, Dracula Silver, to come out with that.
I'm telling you, he looks like an alien, bro.
You can play Where's Waldo with that guy in the stadium. He's like the movie Powder.
No, he's I think he's
this is late. Like the lights are pretty bright.
They say there's four alien races living on the planet right now. I think he's a reptilian.
Oh, nice. I like this pick. We just talked about this. They picked Terrace Reed Jr. from UConn, the center, 6'11", 265.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what they needed.
That's a great pick.
It really is.
For Denver.
Yeah. Thank God somebody's doing something. A lot of people thought that kid would go earlier too, eh?
Yeah, there you go. That's a great pick.
But the height just not seems to be in the first 21 picks. Height is not really. How many big guys were picked up in 21 picks? Maybe 3?
Yeah,
depending on what you think a big guy is. Yeah, I agree.
The thing is, let's be honest, there's a lot of guys that, I mean, this isn't the 80s or 90s anymore. A big guy is 6'9", 6'8", who can shoot. It's not a 6'10", 6'10", 11.
Well, that's a Bam. That's a Bam. That's Bam with the Miami Heat. That's exactly.
I mean, it's just.
I know, but he couldn't shoot before. But he's undersized, and that's why I think.
These kids are bigger now. It's just everybody's, all these, you get shooting guards that are 6'8", 6'9",
and
like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got teams like that are in the Western Conference that have to play against Wemby, and they're like, I need to draft Amara.
Oh my gosh,
7-3.
Denver just reported trade. Denver is trading this kid from UConn.
Wow,
this is a trade for the 34th and another pick down the road, 2 future picks to the Spurs for this kid.
That's I don't know if that's a good pick. I think he's a good big man. I think he would have fit really well with Denver.
For the Spurs is what I'm saying.
No, I mean the Spurs. It's a joke. And then to get 2 other players, I don't know. I don't understand that.
It's unbelievable, man. The Spurs. Well, they got lots of capital with all the young guys on there.
No, I understand that, and they're the the youngest team in the NBA, really.
Oh, that's an interesting one, that one. So.
Wow, no kidding, eh? Wow.
Right on. Well, let's leave it at that. That's the draft, people. And it's,
all right. Well, listen, Trent, that was awesome, and I'm glad you had a pretty decent golf, and hopefully the weather improves for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
The weather in Kelowna has taken a turn for the better, and it's the last 4 or 5 days actually being sunny every day.
Yeah,
first time in months.
So that was good.
Yeah. So it was nice to catch up with you. I'm glad you had some time off, and we're hopefully going to be back in the next week or so to do our WNBA. We didn't do a preseason one, and we're doing an early season one because there is 3 new teams, and I believe they've increased I think the regular season's 44 games, and next season they're increasing it to 58.
Okay.
And with 3 new teams. And I believe, is there expansion again next year in the WNBA? I think there is.
Yes, they're getting Houston's getting their team back, I believe.
That's right, Detroit's
getting their team back.
I was actually talking about another team. No, I didn't know about Houston.
Cleveland. I think Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to be, and thanks everybody for joining us. For those that haven't been to our show before, this is the Canadian Bro Show podcast. My co-host with the most, to my right and directly on your left is Mr. Trent ROWLEY from St. Paul, Alberta. Trent, thank you very much for joining us. And my name is Paul Bale, the founder and host of the Canadian Bro Show. This is episode 59. Week 29, the second season of all basketball from the Hoop Junkies, Pauly and Raleigh. And as always, it is an absolute pleasure to be able to do this show. We're hardcore Hoop Junkies, and we're right back at it. The NBA has finished for the most part, but it never finishes. And that's how they keep on making the huge money that they're making and just signing an $88 billion television deal. It's because it's one of the fastest, if not the second fastest growing team sport in the world. And Trent and I are very happy to be here and happy that you guys joined us. Just to the left of the Greek Freak's head is the subscribe button. If you enjoy our free content at here at the Canadian Bro Show podcast and are interested in continued enjoyment, free content, and fantasy basketball is going to be starting pretty soon. The summer league starts literally in the next couple of weeks, and basketball is in FIBA. It's everywhere. And on behalf of Trent and I, thank you very much for joining us at the Canadian Bro Show. And there's one thing Trent and I always like to say before we leave, and that is, Trent, what is so important in this world right now?
Be kind. It's free.
Be kind, it's free, and it's easy. And when we say be kind, it's free, don't expect any, monetization or somebody to give you a hug or whatever. Oh, that's nice. Is when you're doing this kindness thing, don't have expectations. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart. Surprise somebody for the moment, for the day, for the second, for the week, for the year. You might even save somebody's life. And it's that simple, and it's easy to do. On behalf of the Canadian Bro Show podcast, it's Pauly, and ROWLEY signing off. Trent, thanks very much, and I'll talk to you sooner than later.
You bet.
Everybody, I'm going to be removing myself, and please enjoy a new thumbnail. And if you'd like to subscribe, like, and comment, share, and are interested in basketball and would like us to do a show in basketball at some point in the future, please comment, and we'll answer all comments. Thanks again, everybody. Take care and be kind. Peace.